People do not come into our lives by chance. They weren't merely random occurrences, they were precise assignments. Society, and often our own minds, will try to convince you otherwise. They'll tell you it was just a coincidence that a particular person entered your life, that someone accidentally broke your heart, or that those friends who abruptly ghosted you were simply a part of life's natural flow, urging you to just move on. But pause and truly consider this. That narrative isn't the complete truth. That's merely the convenient story people construct for themselves, a mental shield designed to avoid the discomfort of looking deeper, of truly understanding the intricate tapestry of existence. The renowned psychologist Carl Jung held a profoundly different perspective. He didn't believe in randomness at all. His worldview was anchored in the belief in intricate patterns, universal archetypes, and deep soul contracts that govern our interactions. Jung firmly believed that life doesn't simply happen to you as a series of disconnected events. Instead, he saw life as a grand stage upon which your truest self is progressively revealed. He famously stated with profound insight, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Now, let's truly pause and internalize that idea. What if that devastating breakup wasn't intended to shatter your spirit entirely, but rather to shatter a carefully constructed illusion you held about love, about yourself, or about another person? What if the sting of betrayal wasn't merely bad luck or a cruel twist of fate, but a necessary, perhaps even divine interruption? A forceful nudge designed to pull you out of a toxic timeline, a stagnant situation, or a comfort zone that was slowly suffocating your potential. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, doesn't send people into your life without a purpose. It doesn't send mere individuals, it sends reflections, living mirrors. People step into your experience to powerfully reflect back to you the very things you've been unwilling or unable to see within yourself. They highlight your deep-seated fears, your unhealed wounds, your true inherent worth, or lack thereof in your perception, and the unconscious patterns that continually shape your reality. Consider the person who loved you intensely, then abruptly left. They weren't just demonstrating their own capriciousness, they were inadvertently showing you just how profoundly attached you had become to temporary things, to external validation, or to a fleeting sense of security. The one who skillfully manipulated you with their tears, pulling at your heartstrings and exploiting your empathy, they were exposing a deeply ingrained part of you that still believes love must be painstakingly earned through suffering, self-sacrifice, or constantly proving your worth. And the person who simply walked away without offering any explanation, leaving you yearning for closure, they were, in fact, teaching you an invaluable lesson, that you are, and always have been, the source of your own closure. The peace you sought wasn't theirs to give. It was waiting to be cultivated within you. So no, it wasn't random in the slightest. None of it was a series of unfortunate accidents. Every encounter, every challenge, every heartbreak was, in a profound sense, spiritual surgery. It was your soul actively calling into your life exactly what you needed for your growth. Not what your ego desperately wanted, but what your deepest evolution absolutely demanded. Because sometimes the divine doesn't send comforting angels to soothe your pain. Instead, it sends people whose very presence serves to trigger you, to poke at your vulnerabilities, so that the parts of you that still desperately need healing can no longer remain hidden in the shadows. This isn't about assigning blame to anyone. This is about a profound awakening, a recognition that every single person you have ever loved, hated, feared, or even obsessed over was never a mistake. They were an assignment, a vivid reflection, a crucial message emanating from your own unconscious, from your very soul, from the parts of you crying out with a silent, urgent plea. Please grow. Carl Jung, with his pioneering work, didn't merely study people as individuals. He delved much deeper, studying the intricate patterns and archetypes that lay hidden behind their actions and interactions. And when you begin to adopt this profound perspective, when you start doing the same, you will cease asking the painful question, why did they hurt me? And instead, you will begin to ask the empowering question, what were they trying so diligently to teach me? That shift in perspective, that profound reframe, that's when the true healing process begins. That's when you finally stop merely surviving the echoes of the past and start vividly remembering, reclaiming, and embodying who you authentically were before the world and its many lessons began to shape and perhaps obscure your true essence. The universe speaks through people. Carl Jung, with his profound understanding of the human psyche and its connection to a larger cosmic order, never viewed people as just random, fleeting faces passing through the vast expanse of time. Instead, he saw each individual as a carefully wrapped message, a profound communication from the universe itself, imbued within a human form. Every person is a mirror, he often conveyed, but he wasn't referring to the superficial kind you might use to check your hair or your appearance. He spoke of a much deeper, more revealing mirror, the kind that powerfully reflects the very parts of your soul that you have been too afraid, too uncomfortable, or too resistant to truly look at. This mirror doesn't show you who you pretend to be or the persona you project. It relentlessly shows you who you really are, deep underneath all the masks you wear for the world. Let us delve even deeper into this transformative concept. Have you ever experienced a moment when a complete stranger uttered something so remarkably specific, so piercingly insightful, that it felt as if the entire universe was speaking directly through their voice, delivering a tailor-made message just for you? That wasn't a mere stroke of luck, nor was it a simple coincidence in the vast sea of human interactions. That, according to Jungian thought, was a moment of profound alignment. It was a preordained soul contract, activating, clicking into place at the precise second your soul was truly ready, truly open to receive and comprehend that specific truth. Or consider the experience of falling deeply in love with someone who illuminated your world, making everything feel vibrant and full of possibility, only to witness them vanish from your life as swiftly and inexplicably as smoke dissipates in the wind. This wasn't merely a betrayal, nor was it simply bad luck in matters of the heart. From a deeper, Jungian perspective, that vanishing act was your own shadow taking on a human shape. It manifested in that relationship to vividly show you exactly what aspects of yourself you have been unconsciously suppressing, outright denying, or stubbornly refusing to acknowledge and heal. We often operate under the illusion that we consciously choose the people who enter our lives. However, more often than not, they are chosen for us by a force far greater, far more intricate than our conscious plans or desires, by the vast, intelligent unconscious itself. This is because the universe isn't always concerned with sending us comfort. Its primary directive is to send us clarity, no matter how uncomfortable that clarity might initially be. The profound truth is that people are not just passers-by. They are, in essence, assignments. Some manifest as gentle guides, whispering crucial insights and healing into the forgotten cracks of your soul, especially when you feel too weary or too defeated to continue fighting. Others are powerful teachers sent to challenge your ingrained patterns of thinking, your conditioned behaviors, and the protective walls of your ego. And then there are some who arrive as what might be perceived as destroyers, yet they come with a divine permission. They are sent not with the intention to ruin you, but rather to methodically strip away the layers of lies, false beliefs, and insecure identities you have meticulously constructed for yourself over the years. They don't appear in your life with the goal of making you feel good or comfortable. Their purpose is far more profound. They show up to make you see, to force you to make the unconscious conscious, to bring long-buried pain and uncomfortable truths to the surface so that they can finally be confronted, processed, and ultimately transformed. Carl Jung deeply understood that until you are brave enough to face what lies hidden within you, the external world, acting as a relentless mirror, will continue to send people into your life whose sole function is to trigger those unresolved issues. This happens because your soul, at its core, doesn't desire fleeting comfort or superficial peace. It craves fundamental truth, ultimate freedom, and profound wholeness. And sometimes, the only viable path to achieving that wholeness is by courageously walking through the intense, purifying fire that someone else's presence inadvertently ignites. But here lies a truly significant secret, one that most individuals never fully grasp. The more diligently you commit to your own healing journey, the less chaotic, the less tumultuous, and ultimately the more harmonious the people you attract into your life become. This is because as you undergo profound internal change and integration, the universe, acting in perfect resonance, stops needing to send you powerful teachers in the often painful forms of heartbreak, betrayal, or suffering. When you genuinely heal a wound, the mirror shifts its reflection. So, the next time someone new enters your life, instead of instantly categorizing them, take a moment to ask yourself deeper, more insightful questions. What part of me are they reflecting back to me right now? What crucial lesson are they truly here to impart? What profound truth are they unlocking or stirring within my being? Because if you are brave enough to consistently ask and genuinely seek answers to these profound questions, you will cease labeling people as mere mistakes or unfortunate events. Instead, you will begin to honor them as sacred messengers, invaluable catalysts for your growth, even and perhaps especially the ones who brought you the most pain. They arrive when you're ready to grow. Have you ever paused in your busy life to truly consider that every single person who has ever entered your orbit didn't just casually stroll in by chance? What if, instead, they were intentionally, purposefully sent? Carl Jung, with his revolutionary insights, fundamentally rejected the notion that people appear in your life purely by coincidence. He maintained that they are, without exception, mirrors, not reflections of your superficial desires or conscious wants, but profound reflections of your deepest, often unacknowledged, unconscious truths. It's important to understand that not everyone who crosses your path is meant to stay in your life indefinitely. Not everyone is there to unconditionally love you, steadfastly support you, or gently comfort you. Some are purposefully there to expose you, to awaken you from a deep slumber, to trigger and prod the parts of your soul that have been dormant, asleep, or cleverly suppressed for far too long. Let me elaborate on this powerful concept. Imagine meeting a complete stranger, perhaps in a fleeting moment, and they utter just one sentence, one single phrase that profoundly shakes your entire reality, as if the universe itself had chosen them as a direct mouthpiece for an urgent message, as if their very presence activated something ancient, something deeply resonant within your being. That's not mere luck. That's not just a fortunate chance encounter. That is a soul contract vividly coming to life. An intricate agreement your soul made long before your conscious mind could ever comprehend its implications. Now, let's turn the page to a different scenario. Someone enters your life and you find yourself falling deeply, madly in love. It feels utterly magical, a dream come true. Yet, slowly, almost imperceptibly, that magic begins to dissolve, giving way to confusion, pain, and eventually, chaos. You are left heartbroken, bewildered, and perhaps even doubting your own worth. Why? Because that person, despite the initial enchantment, wasn't ultimately sent to complete you, to make you whole. Their true assignment was to reveal you, to shatter your carefully constructed illusions, to crack open the false identity you had clung to, perhaps for years, as a form of protection. Carl Jung termed this profound process the work of the shadow. He believed that every single part of yourself that you refuse to face, every lingering pain, every gnawing fear, every convenient lie you tell yourself, doesn't simply vanish. Instead, it gets projected outward onto the world. And guess what? The people you inevitably meet, they intuitively pick up on those projections. They become the precise mirrors, showing you everything you have diligently denied within yourself. The individuals who irritate you the most often reflect the very traits you haven't yet accepted or integrated within your own personality. The people you obsess over, the ones who consume your thoughts, often hold the keys to the emotional wounds you have left tragically unhealed. And the people you fear losing the most frequently point directly to the void you've been too scared or too hesitant to fill on your own. So no, people don't just appear in your life randomly. They are strategically, intentionally, and spiritually placed. Some are gentle guides, some are potent messengers, and some are powerful destroyers with divine permission. They arrive to dismantle your ego, to rip off the masks you wear, to force you to confront the very pain you believed you had buried deep and successfully forgotten. And while this process can be incredibly painful, it is, in a profound sense, sacred, because in Jungian psychology, this is the essential path to individuation, to becoming your authentic whole self, to integrating every lost, broken, or exiled part of your being back into a cohesive whole. You don't become your higher self simply by reading books or attending workshops. You become your higher self by courageously surviving, processing, and growing through the experiences brought by the people who were specifically sent to challenge your illusions, to test your boundaries, and to push you beyond your comfort zone. That friend who betrayed your trust? They weren't inherently evil. They were a potent mirror sent to vividly show you your own unhealed abandonment wound, an old pattern of attachment. That partner who consistently triggered every insecurity in your chest? They were holding up the very mirror your soul had been skillfully avoiding, reflecting back the fears you refused to acknowledge. And the ones who walked away without offering any closure? They were the most profound teachers, illustrating that you possess the ultimate power of self-closure. Because no one outside of you can ever truly finish what remains incomplete or unresolved inside you. This is precisely why Jung's words resonate so deeply. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Most people, unfortunately, spend their entire lives frantically running from their triggers, desperately avoiding discomfort. But what if the trigger itself is the most powerful teacher? What if that person simply cannot forget, whose memory still lingers in your energy field, isn't there because they are destined to return, but because the crucial lesson they carried has not yet been fully accepted, understood, and integrated? Here is the undeniable truth. Every single human interaction is sacred data, a piece of vital information for your soul's journey. Every relationship, regardless of its duration or intensity, is a spiritual classroom. And every heartbreak, no matter how agonizing, is a meticulously designed syllabus for your profound transformation. So, instead of passively asking, "Why did this terrible thing happen to me?" begin to proactively ask the empowering question, "What is this experience trying to reveal within me? What part of myself is being brought to light for healing?" Because the universe doesn't communicate in simple words. It speaks to us through people, through experiences, and through powerful reflections. And when you are finally brave enough, finally conscious enough to truly listen to these profound messages, you will realize that you were never being punished. You were, in fact, always being meticulously prepared for the next, more authentic chapter of your becoming. The wound is where the light enters. It's an almost instinctual human reaction to hate the ones who cause you pain, to replay the sting of betrayal over and over, to resent the crushing silence they left behind, and to curse the raw ache of the wounds inflicted. But what if we were to radically shift our perspective? What if those individuals, the very ones who shattered a part of you, were not in fact enemies, but rather sacred messengers? What if they were wearing the uncomfortable, often chaotic disguise of disruption, sent with a higher purpose? Carl Jung grasped this profound truth with unparalleled clarity, perhaps better than anyone before him. He did not perceive suffering as a punishment, a mark of cosmic disapproval. Instead, he viewed it as a potent portal, a necessary gateway to deeper consciousness and profound growth. He famously articulated, "There is no coming to consciousness without pain." This is because the soul, in its journey toward evolution, does not grow through an environment of constant comfort or effortless ease. It evolves and expands precisely through the cracks, the ruptures, the breaks, the challenges that force it to stretch, adapt, and seek new forms of resilience. And the individuals who were instrumental in cracking you open, in exposing your vulnerabilities, they were never random agents of misfortune. They were precisely designed, carefully chosen, to pull you out of your false self, to systematically burn away the parts of you that were constructed from fear, from people-pleasing tendencies, or from a primal instinct for mere survival. Consider this deeply: that person who egregiously betrayed your trust. Yes, the experience burned fiercely, leaving a searing mark. But that very pain, excruciating as it was, forced you to finally, perhaps for the first time, critically question where and to whom you were truly giving your precious energy and trust. The lover who abandoned you in the dark, without any answers, leaving you with an agonizing sense of abandonment, it undeniably broke you. Yet, in that very breaking, it also fundamentally built you. It taught you the indispensable lesson of creating your own inner light, of cultivating self-sufficiency, of no longer depending solely on someone else's unreliable flashlight to illuminate your path. That friend who suddenly turned cold, distant, and unavailable precisely when you needed them most, their sudden absence inflicted a deep hurt. But it also, crucially, revealed a painful yet liberating truth. Not everyone, regardless of their past role in your life, truly deserves a permanent seat at your evolving healing table. These aren't just isolated stories or unfortunate anecdotes. These are profound initiations. They are sacred fires, meticulously lit by the universe, serving as powerful invitations to step into a deeper, more authentic version of yourself. A self that is not defined by who ultimately stays or who unconditionally supports you, but rather by the powerful, resilient, and transformed individual you become precisely when they choose to leave. Because here lies a profound truth that Jung passionately taught. The wound is not merely a site of pain, it is the sacred birthplace of the breakthrough. And the people who inflict those wounds, they are, in a profound spiritual sense, the midwives of your transformation. You do not become powerful by being shielded from all pain or by living in a perpetual state of comfort. You become truly powerful, truly resilient, by learning the ancient alchemical art of transmuting that raw, agonizing pain into meaningful purpose and profound growth. Yes, they hurt you. There's no denying that. But in doing so, they inadvertently unlock doors within you that would have, under different circumstances, remained stubbornly closed forever. You stopped giving your trust and energy blindly. You ceased tolerating nonsense and disrespect. You began to truly value your own intrinsic presence and worth. You finally started the arduous but liberating process of healing those childhood beliefs that had quietly whispered, "You're not enough unless you're constantly needed or serving someone else." So, instead of cursing them, perhaps consider thanking them. Thank them for courageously doing the difficult, painful job that your comfort zone steadfastly refused to undertake. Thank them for being the powerful storm that dramatically tore the roof of your old confining structure. Because only then, in the aftermath of that necessary destruction, were you compelled to look up, beyond the confines of what you knew, and remember that you were always, inherently, meant to construct an expansive, limitless sky of your own making. In Jungian psychology, the shadow isn't something to be feared or suppressed as an enemy. It is, paradoxically, a powerful invitation, an opportunity for deeper self-knowledge and integration. And often, it is precisely the people who trigger your shadow aspects the most fiercely who unwittingly carry the key to your next crucial phase of evolution. So, rather than lingering on the question, "Why did they hurt me so badly?" shift your focus and ask, "What significant insight, what hidden strength, what undeniable truth did their presence awaken within me?" That, and only that, is where the genuine, lasting healing truly begins. Not by trying to forget what happened, but by profoundly remembering what it taught you. And that, in essence, is how the light ultimately finds its way in, illuminating the deepest parts of your soul. Souls travel in packs. Have you ever experienced that profound, almost disorienting moment when you lock eyes with someone for the very first time, yet a deep, unshakable feeling washes over you, as if the conversation between your souls had already begun lifetimes ago? That inexplicable sense of déjà vu, that deep knowing that transcends any logical explanation, as if your innermost soul gently whispered, "Oh, it's you again. We meet once more." That sensation isn't just simple chemistry or fleeting attraction. It's a powerful force of recognition. It's memory, not a memory held by the conscious mind, but a profound remembrance etched deep within the fabric of the soul itself. Carl Jung, with his revolutionary concept of the collective unconscious, believed that beneath the surface of all individual psyches, there exists a vast, shared spiritual blueprint. This is a realm where ancient soul memories reside, untouched by the linear constraints of time or space. It is this profound interconnectedness that explains why you can meet a complete stranger and instantly feel more safe, more deeply seen, more profoundly connected than you've ever felt with someone you've known for countless years. Because sometimes, while the physical bodies are meeting for the very first time, the souls have indeed danced and intertwined in countless prior existences. This isn't mere fiction or romantic fantasy. This is the potent reality of energetic resonance. Some souls embark on a journey into your life, not necessarily to teach you something entirely new, but rather to serve as profound reminders, to help you vividly recall what your own soul already intrinsically knows. When you utter the common phrase, "I feel like I've known you forever," what your soul is truly communicating is, "My essence has been patiently waiting for this sacred reunion, for this profound reconnection." These aren't just casual relationships. They are, in essence, revelations. Sometimes these powerful encounters last but a fleeting moment, leaving an indelible mark. Other times, they endure for years, weaving themselves deeply into the fabric of your life. And sometimes they arrive with powerful force, crack you open in ways you never thought possible. And then, their work complete, they gracefully depart. These are soul contracts, deep agreements forged before this earthly life began, sealed in a powerful field of energy and imbued with a specific purpose. Some are destined to love you, to nurture and support your journey. Some are precisely meant to trigger you, to challenge your comfort zones and shake you awake. And some are designed to violently shake you from the coma of unconscious living, to jolt you into a state of heightened awareness. You don't consciously attract them in the usual sense. Rather, you remember them, you resonate with them, and when that profound remembrance occurs, it feels as if the entire universe pauses for a sacred second. Everything aligns, the incessant noise of the world fades into the background, and for a brief, transcendent moment, you step outside of linear time, into a sacred space your soul has visited countless times before. Jung understood this phenomenon with profound depth. He didn't just meticulously study individual minds, he delved into the timeless, unseen bonds that connect us all. He famously stated, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." And that, precisely, is the transformative power of these soul meetings. They transform you, not always gently, not always beautifully or comfortably, but always unequivocally spiritually. Because the soul, at its core, doesn't crave mundane consistency or predictable comfort. It craves profound growth, expansion, and evolution. And that growth often arrives beautifully, yet perhaps uncomfortably, wrapped in the form of people who simultaneously make you feel both completely safe and dangerously, thrillingly awake. So, when you encounter someone and every fiber of your being, every intuitive sense whispers to you, there is something about you that feels eternal, something ancient and deeply familiar, trust that profound inner knowing. That's not mere fantasy or wishful thinking, that is a soul contract powerfully unfolding. It is the universe, in its infinite wisdom, gently reminding you that you are not alone on this intricate journey. You are traveling in a vast, interconnected soul pack, perhaps scattered across different timelines and geographical locations, but constantly reunited through shared purpose, woven together by the intricate threads of destiny. These connections, whether brief or lasting, are sacred. Honor them all, even the ones that ultimately ended in sorrow or tears. Because even if the ending was profoundly human in its pain, the initial meeting, the powerful connection, was undeniably divine. Some stay, some teach, some leave. Not every profound soul that graces your life's path is destined to walk with you forever, hand in hand until the very end. And this, crucially, is not a failure. It is in fact a deliberate design, an intricate piece of soul architecture. Some people enter your life like the delicate, ephemeral cherry blossoms, breathtakingly beautiful in their bloom, but inherently brief in their appearance. Their profound beauty and impact lie precisely in their impermanence. They arrive to show you a glimpse of magic, a moment of exquisite wonder, and then, with the gentle whisper of the wind, they disappear. Their departure is not meant to wound you, but rather to serve as a poignant reminder that nothing truly beautiful or precious in this human experience can ever be truly possessed. It can only be deeply experienced, cherished in the moment, and then gracefully released. Then there are those who arrive in your life like powerful, unpredictable storms, turbulent, sometimes violent, raw, and utterly uncompromising. They don't ask for permission to enter. They simply arrive, often shattering your old self, your previous perceptions, and your carefully constructed comfort zones into countless pieces. But when they eventually recede, when their transformative work is complete, they leave behind an unexpected legacy, profound clarity, an unshakable inner strength you never knew you possessed, and entirely new, resilient foundations upon which to build your future. And then there are the roots, the silent, invisible ones. These are the souls who don't always speak much, who may not always be at the forefront of your daily interactions, but who quietly, steadfastly hold you in your darkest, most vulnerable hours. They remain beneath the surface, offering unwavering support, carrying your emotional weight when you feel utterly lost and forget how to stand on your own. Carl Jung firmly believed that every single soul we encounter plays a symbolic, archetypal role in our personal narrative. He taught that there are no actual coincidences, only the intricate interplay of inner projections meeting outer reflections. He wisely advised, your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. And relationships, in all their diverse forms, are ultimately powerful invitations to awaken to your deepest self. But here lies a common, often painful, trap into which most of us unwittingly fall. We desperately try to force everyone to be permanent. We cling desperately to the delicate cherry blossoms, expecting them to miraculously grow deep, enduring roots. We beg the tumultuous storm to remain, even though its necessary transformative work is already perfectly done. We mistakenly confuse powerful teachers for destined soulmates and crucial, fleeting lessons for unbreakable, lifelong contracts. But the universe, in its infinite wisdom, simply doesn't operate in this linear, predictable fashion. It sends people into your life based on your current level of consciousness, your current vibrational needs. And once the specific message is delivered, once the assignment is complete, they might gracefully or abruptly leave because their mission is fulfilled. Do not resent that departure. Instead, honor it. Because what truly matters most in the grand scheme of your soul's journey is not how long someone stayed by your side, but rather what profound truth, what dormant aspect, what powerful potential they activated within you while they were present. Did they awaken your inherent self-worth? Did they serve as a powerful mirror for your unhealed wounds, bringing them to light? Did they make you feel seen, truly seen, in a way you had perhaps forgotten or never experienced before? That was their profound purpose. Every single soul encounter is an echo of something far bigger than the individuals involved. A complex pattern unraveling, a subconscious script rewriting itself, a new, more authentic version of you being born into existence. So instead of asking the sorrowful question, why didn't they stay? Begin to ask the empowering question. What crucial part of myself did they help me rediscover, reclaim, or find? Because perhaps the friend who ghosted you so unexpectedly was, in their silent departure, teaching you not to desperately beg for loyalty or chase after validation. Perhaps the lover who vanished without a goodbye was, ironically, teaching you the profound power of self-closure, of finding peace within yourself. Perhaps the mentor who deeply disappointed you was showing you to cease worshipping external figures and instead to begin trusting your own innate wisdom and guidance. This is not abandonment in the traditional sense. This is profound spiritual redirection. Because when you stubbornly chase after those who were ultimately meant to leave your path, you inadvertently delay the timely arrival of those who are truly aligned with and destined for your next magnificent chapter. So let them go, release them with love, with quiet gratitude, and with a profound understanding of their role. Not every chapter in your life needs a villain. Sometimes people simply exit your life peacefully because the soul's agreement between you has been perfectly fulfilled. And the more gracefully you honor their exit, the more harmoniously and perfectly aligned your next arrival will undoubtedly be. When it's done, let them go. Sometimes they don't offer explanations. They simply disappear. No warning, no final conversation, no apology, just a profound, deafening silence. And that silence, ironically, echoes louder and more painfully than any goodbye ever could. It leaves you relentlessly searching, replaying every interaction, rereading old messages, overthinking every single moment, desperately trying to find that one thing you could have done differently, as if closure is something they intrinsically owe you, as if their absence is a debt you must tirelessly collect. But here's the unvarnished truth. They didn't leave without a reason, even if that reason remains unspoken. They left because their role in your personal narrative was perfectly fulfilled. Their presence served its precise purpose. Their scene in the unfolding movie of your life reached its final necessary line. Carl Jung articulated it with piercing simplicity. What you resist persists. This profound insight means that the more you desperately fight to understand why they vanished, the more you unwittingly trap yourself in a tormenting loop of obsession, of unresolved grief, of fruitlessly trying to rewrite a chapter that has irrevocably already closed. The deepest pain isn't always because they are gone from your life. The real, insidious pain stems from your profound resistance to accept the fundamental truth that they were never, ultimately, meant to stay. We are conditioned from a young age to believe that every meaningful connection must endure indefinitely. We are taught that real love never leaves, that real friends never go silent. But these are often just comforting stories, not the raw, complex reality of human and spiritual connections. Because in truth, some souls enter your life specifically to awaken you, not to accompany you on the entire journey. They arrive to shake you awake, to mirror something crucial within you, to forcefully push you out of your stagnant comfort zone, to accelerate your spiritual evolution. And once their profound work is done, they vanish, not as a punishment, but as a completion, a fulfillment of their purpose. Yet, we cling desperately. We hold on tightly because we confuse longevity with intrinsic value. We erroneously believe that the longer someone stays in our lives, the more meaningful that connection must have been. But sometimes, it is the briefest, most fleeting connection that carries the deepest, most transformative message. So, when someone departs without offering the closure you crave, without a logical explanation, let that very absence, that very silence, be the closure you seek. Understand this fundamental truth. Closure isn't something external that they give to you. It is an internal gift you must courageously give yourself. You don't need their words, their validation, or their apologies to make peace with your own path, to find resolution within your heart. You don't need their confirmation to reclaim your inherent power and agency. Instead, shift your focus and ask yourself, what profound truth did their presence awaken in me? What stronger, more authentic version of myself was born through that pain? What did they mirror back to me that I was previously too afraid or unwilling to see on my own? That, and only that, is where the true, lasting healing resides. And here's an even deeper truth, one that Jung would emphasize. When you stubbornly refuse to release someone whose profound role in your life is complete, you inadvertently block the timely arrival of those who never seemed are truly aligned with and destined for your next magnificent chapter. Do not allow nostalgia to become a prison, trapping you in the past. Do not let memory keep you stuck in moments that were only ever meant to propel you forward. Let them go, not with bitterness, not with anger, but with quiet gratitude for the invaluable lesson they imparted. Because sometimes the universe, in its infinite wisdom, doesn't intend for them to explain their departure. It intends for you to evolve, to transcend, to grow beyond the need for their explanation. So breathe deeply. Bow your head in quiet acceptance. Say thank you, even if they never hear it, even if they never understand. Because some of the deepest, most transformative goodbyes don't sound like painful endings. They feel, profoundly, like a sacred rebirth. Final reveal: you are also a teacher in someone else's life. While you have been sitting in the quiet solitude of your thoughts, meticulously overthinking their absence, dissecting every moment, and agonizing over what might have been, someone else, somewhere, has been undergoing their own profound healing journey. And it's all because of your presence in their life. While you've been fervently asking the universe, why did they enter my life? There is someone, perhaps in a distant corner of the world, quietly whispering, why did you enter mine? We often spend so much of our precious time analyzing who hurt us, who taught us a lesson, who ultimately transformed us, that we completely forget one of the most vital truths. We have inevitably done the exact same for countless others. You were never just a passive student in someone else's intricate story. You were a powerful, living mirror in theirs. You were the catalyst, the trigger, the source of comfort, the unexpected storm, the safe haven, the very reflection that brought to light what they could no longer ignore within themselves. Yes, you. You were, perhaps unknowingly, the reason someone finally confronted their deepest fears. You were the reason someone bravely let go of their limiting past. You were the powerful catalyst for a stranger's profound transformation, even if they never explicitly told you, even if they quietly disappeared afterward, even if they may never speak your name again. That's the often unseen beauty and power of soul contracts. They don't always arrive with a thank you note or a clear explanation, but their transformative effect is undeniably permanent. Carl Jung didn't merely study the conscious mind. He delved deep into the very design of the soul, the intricate way our individual lives interlock like complex puzzle pieces, the profound way that shared pain connects us, the powerful way we transmit lessons and insights to one another like sacred torches passed from hand to hand. We are not isolated incidents, disconnected individuals, or separate, self-contained stories. We are all intricate threads in one vast divine tapestry, meticulously woven together by destiny, designed by a force far deeper and more intelligent than mere human logic can comprehend. And within that magnificent tapestry, you are not just a receiver of lessons. You are an active transmitter. You have been that unforgettable person for someone else. You have been the one who courageously shattered an illusion for another. You have been the quiet, unassuming voice that sparked someone else's profound awakening. You don't need to be famous. You don't need to be loud or overtly impactful. You don't even need to consciously know that you've done it. Because your energy, your personal growth, your radiating light, your confronted shadow, your carefully chosen words, and even your moments of profound silence, they have all served as invaluable lessons in someone else's spiritual classroom. So, before you fall into mourning for who left, before you spiral into the corrosive depths of self-blame or regret, take a moment to pause. Realize this profound truth. You are also an integral part of this grand design, not just as a humble seeker of truth, but as a powerful guide. You have been someone's crucial turning point. You have been someone's unmistakable sign from the universe. You have been someone's sacred detour, leading them out of deeply ingrained patterns they never even saw until your presence illuminated their path. That is the quiet, unassuming power of being fundamentally human. That is the invisible yet immensely impactful work of the soul. So, the next time you feel small, forgotten, or easily replaceable, remember this profound truth. You are also the precise answer to someone else's burning question. You are also the powerful lesson in someone else's journey of growth. And even if they never articulate it out loud, even if you never receive explicit confirmation, you mattered. You irrevocably changed something. You left indelible fingerprints on their evolutionary journey. That is the breathtaking beauty of it all. We are not just merely living, we are continuously weaving. Every meeting, every heartbreak, every goodbye, each is a vital stitch in the rich fabric of the soul. This isn't chaos, this is meticulously choreographed. And Carl Jung knew that with absolute certainty. He didn't just study the individual psyche, he meticulously mapped the intricate blueprint of the soul's profound evolution. And if you are reading this, if you have ever pondered deeply why you crossed paths with certain people, why you had to feel so much, lose so much, or change so much, maybe it's because you weren't just meant to be transformed. You were, fundamentally, meant to transform others. And that, in itself, makes you a powerful soul teacher too. The wrong people teach you the right lessons. They ghosted you. They lied to you. They loved you just enough to keep you perpetually hanging on, but never quite enough to truly stay and commit. They made grand promises they never harbored any real intention of keeping. They left you agonizing, wondering if any of it was ever even genuinely real. And perhaps the most frustrating part of it all, they never offered you any sense of closure. They simply walked away as if you never truly mattered, leaving behind shattered pieces of your heart while you stayed up night after night, trying desperately to glue yourself back together with unanswered questions. But here's the uncomfortable yet liberating truth. They weren't a mistake. They were a message. Carl Jung, with his characteristic directness, stated, "What you deny in yourself will appear in the people you attract." Let that profound statement truly sink in. Allow it to hit you hard. That person who consistently disrespected you, they weren't just disrespectful. They were reflecting back your own unconscious lack of self-respect, your own willingness to tolerate such treatment. The one who cruelly abandoned you precisely when you needed them most, they weren't just leaving. They were mirroring your own deep-seated, unconscious fear of being truly alone. The one who expertly manipulated you emotionally, they weren't just playing games. They were triggering the vulnerable part of you that still, perhaps unconsciously, believes love must be painstakingly earned through suffering, struggle, or constant appeasement. These individuals weren't ultimately in your life to give you comfort or conventional love. They were, in a spiritual sense, here to wake the hell up inside you. Because the most potent, life-altering lessons rarely arrive wrapped in peaceful, gentle packages. More often, they come powerfully wrapped in pain, in discomfort, in profound challenge. The wrong people are often, paradoxically, the perfect mirrors. They expose the very parts of you that you have diligently ignored, steadfastly denied, or cleverly sugar-coated for far too long. And while your ego might loudly label these experiences as betrayal or injustice, your soul, with its deeper wisdom, recognizes them as crucial breakthroughs. You didn't lose them in the conventional sense. In a more profound way, you found yourself. You found the version of you that perhaps tolerates too much. You found the unhealed wounds from your past, still silently begging to be seen, acknowledged, and lovingly tended to. You found the inner child within you, still patiently waiting for someone, most importantly you, to finally choose them first, to prioritize their well-being. And now that the mirror has unflinchingly shown you what is truly bleeding within you, you stand at a crucial crossroads with two clear choices. You can either continue to blame the mirror for what it reflects, or you can finally, courageously, begin the arduous yet liberating process of healing the actual wound. You see, it's remarkably easy to simply ask, why did they hurt me so much? But the real question, the truly healing question, the empowering question is this: what part of me allowed this to happen? What patterns, what beliefs, what unconscious permissions did I hold that enabled this? Because when you embrace radical responsibility for your own experience, you simultaneously reclaim your immense power. No more lingering victim stories. No more endlessly blaming them. No more passively waiting for closure from someone who was never truly capable of giving it to you in a meaningful way. You weren't weak for trusting them. You weren't foolish for loving deeply and openly. You were simply human. But now, critically, you are becoming conscious. And Jung always emphasized this fundamental truth. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. This pain you are feeling right now, it's not a setback, it's a powerful doorway. A doorway to establishing firm boundaries, to rediscovering your inherent self-worth, to achieving profound emotional mastery. Because the crucial lesson they carried wasn't ultimately about them, it was always fundamentally about you. So, stop fruitlessly trying to get back what broke you. Stop replaying old memories and conversations in your mind, hoping they will magically change their outcome. Instead, ask what the universe was painstakingly trying to show you, to teach you, through their presence and their departure. Because when you finally grasp the profound lesson, when you truly integrate it, you will, in perfect energetic alignment, stop attracting that same lesson, dressed in different bodies, into your life. That, my friend, is the transformative gift of the wrong people. Energy doesn't lie. Souls feel before minds understand. Before your conscious mind even has the chance to form a coherent thought, before your ears can register the nuances of a spoken word, before your eyes lock into someone else's gaze, your soul has already made its decision. Your deepest essence has already intuitively assessed and registered how it feels in their presence. And that profound feeling, that visceral, undeniable sensation, it isn't random. It is pure, unadulterated resonance. Have you ever met someone, perhaps for the very first time, and instantly felt a crushing heaviness, as if a dense, inexplicable fog had suddenly entered the room, making it difficult to breathe or think clearly? Or, conversely, have you encountered an individual who said absolutely nothing, yet your heart exhaled a deep sigh of relief? Your nervous system visibly relaxed, simply because they were near. That's not mere superstition or wishful thinking. That is the raw, undeniable power of energetic intelligence. That is the truth your nervous system instinctively knows, long before your logical brain has the capacity to catch up or even process it. Carl Jung, deeply attuned to these subtle dynamics, believed in the existence of psychic fields of energy. He posited that every person carries with them an invisible yet palpable energetic force, a complex tapestry woven from their traumas, their core memories, their deeply held beliefs, their unresolved pain, their authentic joy, and their undeniable truth. And when that unique energetic field collides with yours, a silent yet profound conversation immediately begins, far beyond the reach of words. You can meticulously fake a smile. You can carefully choose the right words. You can expertly wear the most convincing mask. But your energy, your authentic vibrational signature, always speaks first. And your soul, in its inherent wisdom, always listens. You feel it, don't you? You feel it when someone utters the words, "I love you," but your body subtly tenses up, a signal of internal dissonance. You feel it when someone is outwardly polite and gracious, but their presence subtly makes your inner light feel as though it's being pulled inward, diminished. You feel it when someone showers you with compliments, yet you walk away from the interaction feeling mysteriously empty rather than genuinely empowered. Why? Because, as Jung profoundly understood, energy does not lie. Our unconscious mind, he knew, stores and processes far more data, subtle cues, micro-expressions, energetic shifts than we can ever consciously process. It instinctively reads facial micro-expressions. It decodes the unspoken messages in tone of voice. It scans the room for underlying emotional patterns. Most importantly, it feels what truly lies beneath the surface of the words. That's why you've likely, at times, trusted people who seemed nice but ultimately drained your vital energy, and simultaneously avoided others who appeared harsh or gruff on the surface, yet carried a quiet, inexplicable safety you couldn't logically explain. That is soul recognition. That is powerful vibrational alignment. And it is precisely why silence, in many profound instances, reveals far more authentic truth than any conversation ever could. Energy is in constant dynamic communication. The pressing question is, are you finally ready to consciously listen? Because the most powerful, unshakable form of intuition isn't logical deduction. It's the body's raw, visceral reaction to invisible yet undeniable truth. That subtle uneasiness in your gut, that persistent tension in your shoulders, that strange, inexplicable feeling that you just can't quite put your finger on. That is your soul actively alerting you, guiding you. And the more awake, the more conscious you become, the less tolerance you will inherently have for people whose energetic signature simply doesn't match their outward smile or their polished words. Some individuals carry profound chaos hidden behind outwardly calm, composed faces. They have mastered the elaborate performance of kindness and geniality, but their underlying presence still causes your chest to subtly tighten, a warning signal. Others carry a deep, resilient peace within stormy, experienced eyes. They have journeyed through unimaginable hell, faced profound challenges, yet when you are near them, you feel inherently safe, deeply seen, and profoundly at home. So learn to trust the signal, the intuitive, energetic message, not merely the script, the outward presentation. The ones who consistently drain you are draining you for a profound reason. They are often unconsciously leaking their unhealed wounds into every room, every interaction they enter. The ones who genuinely energize you, they have likely done the arduous inner work. They have transmuted their darkness into a radiant, expansive presence. And here's the deepest, most pivotal truth Jung would want you to eternally remember. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. When you truly awaken, you stop passively asking, why do I feel this unsettling way around them? And instead, you begin to powerfully trust. If my soul flinches, that is enough. If my spirit expands, that is sacred. No logical explanation is needed. No external validation is required. You are pure energy. You are a unique frequency. You are a living vibration. And the people who populate your life, they are either raising your vibration, elevating your spirit, or conversely, subtly poisoning it. So, fiercely protect your peace. Guard your sacred space. Cherish and defend your precious energy as if it were your very oxygen. Because, in a spiritual sense, it absolutely is. Your soul always knows the truth, even when your mind is caught in denial, even when your heart is confused and yearning, even when your mouth, out of habit or fear, mechanically says, I'm fine. Your vibration, your authentic energetic signature does not lie. So, trust it implicitly. You don't need external closure. You don't need tangible proof. You don't need logical evidence. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. If it feels right, protect it fiercely. If it feels like coming home, honor it as sacred. That, my friend, is how awakened souls navigate the world. Not through words, but through profound energetic wisdom. Letting go is a spiritual gift, not a loss. They left. Let them go. No desperate begging, no frantic chasing, no futile bargaining with an unyielding fate. Because if they were truly capable of walking away from the most honest, authentic version of you, then they were never, in their deepest essence, aligned with the most awakened, expansive version of you. Carl Jung once uttered a profound truth. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. And within those powerful words lies a crucial secret to liberation. Letting go isn't ultimately about losing them. It is, fundamentally, about choosing you. It's about the transformative realization that the act of release isn't a breakdown, a moment
of weakness.
It is in fact a powerful breakthrough, an act of immense strength. It isn't abandonment, it is perfect alignment with your higher self. You see, we often mistakenly confuse profound grief with deep regret. We believe that the pain we feel must mean we have lost something utterly irreplaceable, something we were destined to hold on to forever. But the truth is far more liberating. Grief doesn't automatically signify that they were meant to stay in your life indefinitely. Grief, in its purest form, often simply means that your soul has powerfully upgraded its standards, its internal compass, and it is now mourning the old version of yourself that didn't yet know better, that tolerated less than it deserved. Yes, you undoubtedly loved them deeply. Yes, you tried with every fiber of your being. But what you are truly missing, what you are genuinely yearning for, is often the comforting familiarity of who you were before you fully recognized your own profound worth, your own inherent value. That, precisely, is why letting go often hurts so agonizingly much. Not because they were your fated future, but because they were intricately woven into your past identity, and you were still deeply attached to the version of you that perhaps desperately needed their validation, their presence, to feel whole. But now a new chapter has begun. You have powerfully outgrown that old narrative. You have courageously risen above that limiting story. You have stepped into a new, higher frequency where desperate begging transforms into profound healing, and frantic chasing becomes the empowering act of choosing yourself. You no longer need closure from them because you are actively cultivating completion within yourself. And that, my friend, is where the spiritual gift truly begins. Letting go is not an act of weakness. It is a profound act of wisdom, of spiritual discernment. It is the sacred moment when your soul, with quiet authority, whispers, "Enough. We are done apologizing for our standards, for our needs, for our worth." Because here's what most people never truly realize. Letting go isn't solely about losing someone external. It is, more profoundly, about releasing the version of yourself that tolerated their absence, their unavailability, their inconsistency, even while they were physically present. That, precisely, is where the genuine transformation truly lives. You stop crying over someone who was emotionally unavailable, and instead, you begin to courageously ask yourself why you allowed yourself to accept meager breadcrumbs as if they were a lavish feast. You stop painstakingly writing long, heartfelt paragraphs to someone who consistently responds with disheartening silence, and you begin the empowering work of rewriting your own identity as someone who inherently deserves and no longer begs for attention and love. You stop needing them to say sorry because you're far too busy saying thank you to yourself for finally finding the strength to walk away and reclaim your power. And the universe, in its perfect timing, profoundly rewards this kind of release, this act of self-liberation. Because the very day you courageously let go of what you were desperately forcing, you simultaneously create expansive, magnetic space for what has been patiently waiting, perfectly aligned with your truest self. The right people, the truly harmonious connections, do not arrive when your heart is still desperately clinging to ghosts of the past. They arrive when your hands are empty, open, and ready to receive, and when your soul is perfectly prepared to welcome something that truly matches its inherent truth and vibration. So, let them go. Bless them even in your heart, not necessarily because they inherently deserve it, but because you deserve peace. You deserve a life that doesn't constantly feel like a battle for survival. You deserve a love that doesn't demand you shrink yourself to fit into someone else's narrow expectations. You deserve an alignment that doesn't require constant explanation or justification. This is your profound spiritual liberation, your energetic freedom. Not because it doesn't hurt initially, but because it profoundly heals. Because for the very first time, you are no longer passively asking, "Why did they leave me?" You are courageously asking, "Why did I stay so agonizingly long after I clearly saw the truth?" And that powerful question, that is the undeniable beginning of reclaimed power, of clear purpose, of profound, lasting peace. So here's a final, gentle reminder, one that Jung would whisper directly into your rising soul. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. And maybe, just maybe, letting go wasn't merely the ending of a story. Perhaps it was, all along, the profound beginning of your most authentic awakening. The return to self. You were the answer all along. You kept chasing after external signs, kept desperately begging the universe for a clear message, kept hoping that someone, anyone, would finally come and rescue you from your pain or your perceived incompleteness. But here's the profound truth that Carl Jung knew all along. A truth whispered from the depths of the collective unconscious. You were never meant to be rescued. You were meant to remember. Remember that the very power you were praying for was already inherently within you. The deep healing you tirelessly searched for in others was merely sleeping, patiently waiting within your own bones, within your own resilience. The unconditional love you so desperately begged for was not external. It was buried deep within, under years of self-rejection, limiting beliefs, and the fear of your own magnificence. You were never truly lost in the way you believed. You were simply waiting for this precise moment, this powerful awakening, this profound return to your authentic self. Carl Jung articulated this with piercing clarity. He who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakens. And now you are in the midst of that very awakening. You've bravely stopped asking broken people to reflect your wholeness back to you. You've consciously ceased assigning your inherent worth to how lovable or acceptable you were to others. You've stopped mistakenly confusing fleeting attention for genuine, deep connection. And for the very first time, perhaps in your entire life, you are truly listening. Listening to the quiet wisdom of your breath, to the clear signals of your boundaries, to your own soul, gently whispering, "Welcome home. You are finally here." Because that, fundamentally, is what true healing truly is. A powerful return, a profound remembering. Not a remembering of who the world relentlessly told you to be, or who society expected you to become, but a vivid remembrance of who you always, authentically were, before the world interrupted, before the conditioning began, before the masks became necessary. You are not painstakingly rebuilding a shattered self. You are powerfully revealing the magnificent, whole being that was always there. You are systematically unlearning everything that subtly or forcefully make you forget your own inherent divinity. All those agonizing nights you mistakenly thought were breakdowns, they were, in a spiritual sense, profound rebirths, shedding old layers of self. Every single time you cried out, wishing for someone else to choose you, to validate you, that was actually your soul, in its deep wisdom, begging you to choose yourself, to prioritize your own well-being. Every instance you experienced abandonment wasn't a punishment. It was, in fact, life lovingly, yet firmly, removing what was no longer aligned with your ascending, evolving self. This isn't just conventional healing. This is a profound realignment. This is spiritual sovereignty. This is remembering that your inherent light was never truly lost, It was merely buried beneath the weight of the stories you were told. Stories that insisted you had to earn love. Stories that demanded you perform constantly to be accepted. Stories that deceptively claimed your softness was weakness and your silence was a flaw. But now you courageously get to rewrite that script. Now you get to declare with unwavering conviction, I don't chase, I attract. I don't beg for love, I breathe in my own inherent worth. I don't need fixing because I was never truly broken. I merely needed the sacred space to remember my inherent wholeness. Because you were never fundamentally broken, only perhaps temporarily buried under debris. And now that you have diligently cleared away the rubble and illusions of your past, you can finally rise, fully, unapologetically, powerfully, as the radiant version of you that was patiently waiting on the other side of your pain. This is the profound return to self, to soul, to your innate sovereignty. It is not loud or dramatic, it is powerful in its stillness, in its quiet confidence. You don't need external applause to validate your healing. You don't need external validation to confirm your growth. Because you can deeply feel it, in your newfound peace, in the strength of your boundaries, in the effortless way you no longer tolerate what once painfully tempted or diminished you. You are no longer who you were, and thank goodness for that. Because that previous version of you was often built in survival mode, driven by fear. But this one, this radiant, authentic version, this one is built in profound truth. And the truth is, you were the answer, the solution, the source of strength all along. The most powerful love is the one you give yourself. You tirelessly kept searching for it, in their comforting words, in their warm embrace, in their validating affirmations. But the profound love you were so desperately chasing was never truly theirs to give, to grant, or to withhold. It was always, fundamentally, yours to remember, to reclaim, to cultivate within your own being. Carl Jung, with his deep understanding of the human condition, wisely observed, loneliness does not come from having no people around you, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you. And that, often, is what truly broke you, what caused the deepest fracture. Not the physical absence of people, but the agonizing absence of genuine connection with your deepest self, with your unwavering truth, with the sacredness of your own tender, yearning heart. You were not unloved in the cosmic sense. You were simply disconnected from the infinite source of love that resides eternally within you. You begged for their fleeting attention, but tragically ignored your own reflection, your own inner whispers. You diligently watered their soul, nurtured their dreams, while leaving your own inner landscape to dry out, parched and silent. You posted inspiring quotes about self-worth on social media, but secretly, desperately, hoped that someone, anyone, would read between the lines, see past the facade, and finally, recognize and acknowledge your hidden pain. But now the pretending ends. Now the profound awakening begins. Because here's the powerful truth no one explicitly told you. A truth that unlocks unparalleled liberation. The most powerful, most transformative love is the one you wholeheartedly give to yourself. Not the intoxicating romance, not the fleeting external validation, but the unwavering, fierce love that quietly yet firmly says, I am enough, completely and utterly, even when I am entirely alone. It's the kind of love that allows you to take yourself on long, peaceful walks without feeling a pang of loneliness. It's the love that permits you to cry freely without shame or judgment. It's the love that allows you to simply sit in profound silence and feel entirely whole, complete, and utterly self-sufficient. This isn't ego or self-absorption. This is profound remembrance. You are remembering how sacred your very presence is, how wild and untamed your heart truly beats, how no one else's absence can ever fundamentally erase or diminish your inherent existence. You are remembering that being loved by them was never the ultimate point. Being deeply, unconditionally loved by you, that precisely is where the genuine healing lives. That is where true, lasting peace begins to bloom. Because the day you finally stop begging to be chosen by another is the powerful day you realize with an undeniable clarity that you already were chosen. You were chosen by the divine spark that animates you, by the very breath in your lungs, by the fierce, unyielding fire in your belly. You are, in essence, the soulmate you have been patiently waiting for all along. So, love yourself with the same intensity, the same devotion, the same fierce loyalty with which you kept loving them. Stay with yourself, remain steadfast, with the same unwavering commitment with which you stayed by their side through their countless storms and challenges. Fight for your own potential, advocate for your own dreams, with the same passion with which you fought for theirs. This is not a lonely path, this is the legendary one, the path of the self-actualized. Because when you finally, truly come home to yourself, when you embrace your own wholeness, the right ones, the truly aligned souls, will inevitably come. Not to complete you, for you are already complete, but to joyfully celebrate you, to mirror your light, to walk alongside your radiant whole self. Because whole, integrated souls do not attract chaos or dysfunction. They attract profound harmony, powerful resonance, and authentic mirrors of their own luminous light. So, the next time you desperately crave their message, send a heartfelt one to yourself. The next time you silently hope they will show up, you show up for yourself. Not just with superficial gestures like flowers or empty words, but with profound truth, with unwavering boundaries, with fierce self-protection. Because no one else, no external force, can ever give you the kind of deep, abiding love that feels like true peace reverberating throughout your entire nervous system. The world will inevitably keep spinning. People will, at times, continue to live. But you have finally truly arrived, fully present within yourself. And that, dear soul, is more than enough. Because the most powerful, most epic love story is, unequivocally, the one where you finally choose yourself and never, ever abandon yourself again. Read this slowly, allowing each word to resonate deeply within your soul. The people who entered your life, they weren't random passers-by. They weren't mere distractions from your true path. They weren't mistakes to be regretted. They were, in a profound and intricate sense, divine detours, powerful whispers from the universe itself, delivered to you in human form. Each one arrived carrying a unique mirror, and whether they stayed by your side or shattered parts of your world, they irrevocably shaped you, forged you, contributed to your becoming. Some purposefully triggered your awakening, jolting you into a new consciousness. Some rigorously tested your self-worth, forcing you to examine your boundaries. Some painstakingly taught you how to gracefully let go, how to surrender with acceptance. And some taught you the most crucial lesson of all, how to finally, fiercely choose yourself above all else. They were not necessarily your forever, but they were undeniably instrumental in your profound becoming. Carl Jung once penned a timeless truth. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. So, consider this your sacred invitation, your profound initiation. Stop chasing after the elusive ghost of external closure. Instead, start courageously claiming your own profound clarity. Stop endlessly asking, "Why did they leave me?" and instead begin to ask the empowering question: what version of myself did their presence activate within me? And what part of me, what unhealed wound or suppressed truth did they leave behind that I still need to integrate and make whole? Because this intricate journey, this odyssey of your soul, was never truly about losing them. It was always, unequivocally, about profoundly finding you. You didn't get abandoned. You got assigned to a higher frequency, a more aligned path. You didn't get rejected. You got powerfully redirected back to your truest self. So now, it is your turn. No more shrinking yourself to fit into someone else's comfortable but confining zone. No more desperately begging for the kind of love you already possess and so freely give to others. No more clinging to the ghosts of what could have been, to the echoes of an unfulfilled past. This is your spiritual rebellion. This is your energetic upgrade. This is your powerful rebirth. Now, declare it. Speak it into existence. Drop this in the comments if you're ready to step out of the past and into your power. I trust the timing. I honor the lesson. I choose the new me. Say it like a mantra, a sacred affirmation. Say it like an unbreakable promise to your radiant future self. Because your healing journey isn't just a personal endeavor. It is generational in its impact, cosmic in its significance, and profoundly, undeniably real. Now, listen carefully. If this message cracked something open within you, if it stirred your soul, if it served as a powerful reminder that your pain was never a punishment, but rather a meticulous preparation for something greater, then don't just like this video. Don't just subscribe to this channel. Stay awake. Because this channel, this space, isn't ultimately about going viral. It's about courageously going inward. Not for numbers, but for truth. Not for fleeting attention, but for profound alignment. So, before you go, please share this with someone who still thinks they are broken. Let them know with unwavering certainty that they are in fact becoming. Tag the one who thinks it was just mere heartbreak. Remind them with gentle conviction that it was in reality a powerful soul upgrade. And for the version of you that is still quietly healing behind the scenes, just know you are not behind. You are not lost. You are simply remembering. And your profound return to self starts right now.